we're going to go right side, about 6 rows right in the middle.
Steve, College Football Sunday. What were some of the factors that led to the Georgia game being played at Mercedes-Benz Stadium this year instead of at the Flats?
Well, those are way above my pay grade. All right. I could care less. We go play them in Piedmont Park. So I'm serious. We'll go home tonight and play some at 5 o'clock in Piedmont Park. I give a crap where we play.
Coach, with that, we'll move to the first row left. We'll come all the way down to the aisle here, please. We'll take questions 2 and 3 from there.
Joe Bombo, Athlon Sports. Coach, how much do you think the on-field performance of your team has impacted the ability to attract Georgia's top talent and keeping them in state?
Yeah, that's something we set out in the very beginning is to recruit the best players for Georgia Tech. Well, that starts in Atlanta and then in the state of Georgia, and then it works out to Florida, South Carolina, Tennessee, Alabama, and through Louisiana over. And maybe every now and then we'll find somebody from a little small town in East Texas.
Coach, next question right next to him.
Coach Dan Tortora, wakeupcalldt.com. Haynes King, just what you've seen from him, I mean, be it injuries, going back out onto the field, being relentless, willing to play through something, just what his leadership has shown you, not just in word, but also in deed.
I don't have enough time to talk about what he's done for the football team, how he plays the game. I can tell you one story that probably just encompasses everything about Haynes King. I don't know if many people know this. We were playing against UCF in the bowl, and Haynes had an opportunity in that football game to break 4 all-time single-season passing records at Georgia Tech, like close. And at the end of the game, we ran the ball 27 straight times. And he was saying, run it again, run it again. He was telling Buster, run it again, because he knew that was the way to break their will. Right? And when you got a guy like that puts the team above himself, right, and is willing to lay it on the line for his teammates, everybody else is going to run through a wall for him.
Coach, right side, 6th row back maybe.
Hey, Coach. Bruce Marshall from Sports Byline Armed Forces Radio. Real quick question about opening games, and I know forever, I mean, you're getting ready for teams that have a different look from the previous year, but nowadays it's even more pronounced with the changes. But in specifics about Colorado, different quarterback, a lot of different faces, but the new quarterback had played at Liberty before. When you're getting ready for this game, are you going to watch some Liberty, or are you going to be watching what Colorado did to get prepared for the opener in Boulder?
Probably the worst person to ask that, because I watch a lot of film. I've watched their last 2 years season, every offense, defense, special teams, every game in the last 2 years. I think I've watched them twice now. If they're transfer players, I'm probably about 3/4 of the way through watching the film of where they've come from, regardless of who may or may not be a starter, or if they have an opportunity to be, and you piece it together. But when you go into a first game, you're only as good as your base offense, defense, and kicking game. You have to rely back. It's about a game of adjustments by coaches, but you're as good as your base fundamentals.
Coach, up the center aisle to your left, about the 5th row, maybe 6th.
Hey, Coach, QCB, Fox Sports Radio Charlotte. I was going to piggyback off what my guy said about your opening games. We know about happened last year. Florida State, you guys put the ACC on notice by upsetting them, and you got Boulder this upcoming away opener for you guys. Deion said does the deal being on that type of microscope on a national level.
Yeah, we've played a lot of games on the national level in the last 2 years, and on the national stage, and that's what we want to do. We want to play games that are on the national stage. We want to play games that are, that the public has a chance to see our brand of football and who we are as a team. And that's what we're going to continue to look to do, or play those games. So we're excited to go play Colorado. It's an opportunity to settle the 1990 national championship. So, and look, Deion was one of my heroes growing up as a kid. I mean, I played baseball and football. I mean, it was Deion and Bo Jackson. So, pretty cool thing.
Coach, we'll squeeze in your last question to the right, first row.
Coach Garrett Chapman, 24/7 Sports. Buster Faulkner, the news came out that he was extended this morning. What has he meant to this program, and what does it mean that he's going to be around the flat for the foreseeable future?
Yeah, I mean, first off, Buster is not only an extremely respected football coach, but he's a very dear friend. Him and his family, they're very close. I entrust him with the offense. I entrust him with putting the plan together, and we converse a lot and talk a lot. He's one of the closest confidants I have on the entire staff. With a lot of things. But at the end of the day, I trust Buster Faulkner. And look, what transpired with that? I mean, that just is another sign that shows the commitment that starts with Dr. Cabrera, with his commitment to Georgia Tech athletics and his commitment to Georgia Tech football, and giving us the resources to compete with anybody out there, anybody in the country. And I can't thank him enough for allowing those things to continue to happen. But at the same time, I mean, it's no different than I talk to the players about all the time. I mean, there's one thing to walk in somebody's office and ask them for an increase in NIL or go out and earn it. And we're very transparent when it comes to these things. I want people to earn what they get, right? Earn what they go out and receive, not just be able to have it given to them. And we talk about that, and to have a coach mimic that same thing, and there's not anybody up here who's going to disagree. Like, he's the best play caller in the country. I mean, talk about getting the ball in the hands of different guys, and we got a lot of really good skill players on offense this year. And, everybody's talking about running the football, by the way. And we're throwing the ball 70 to 75 times a game this year, right? At minimum. Well, these guys to build them into who they are. Has been great. But really the best part of the offseason is, we're not just, a bunch of teammates running around. I mean, these guys have built a bond and a brotherhood, and friendships, relationships, that when they go out on that field, they're truly willing to lay it on the line for each other. And that doesn't come by just, saying it or talking about it. There's a lot of action and work that takes place to make that happen. So, looking forward to this year. We've got a great opportunity in front of us. We really do. And it's not about other people's expectations that matter. I mean, the only expectations that matter are ours. Nothing externally should ever trump what our internal expectations are for ourselves. When you look at returning players on our team, I mean, we have 18 players returning who started football games for us, 27 seniors on our team, which this day and age, that says a lot. It says a lot about the guys that wanted to stay here and be a part of this. Return 87% of our passing yards, 84% of our rushing yards. You look at some of the guys we brought with us today. I mean, Haynes King, our quarterback. His pass production numbers. When you look at the yards, touchdowns, completion percentage, lack of interceptions. I mean, it's one of the best in the recent in modern college football history. In what he was able to do last year. Offensive lineman Red, Keelan Rutledge. I mean, he had All-American recognition last year. First time that a non-specialist at Georgia Tech's been named an All-American since 2014. And that was Shaq Mason. So Malik, little Energizer Bunny. I mean, people don't know. I mean, he's been Georgia Tech's most productive wide receiver in terms of receptions, single season and career. All right, since Calvin Johnson. Kyle doesn't have his neck roll on today, but I mean, Kyle Eifert. I mean, he's a big part of, if not the biggest part of, the reason we had the biggest turnaround in run defense that we've ever had. I really think it's 30 years that type of turnaround's happened. Now we've still got a lot of work to do to continue to improve as a football team. We brought transfers in this year. Right, we retained our roster. These guys all had opportunities to go other places, right? And that's the nature of the beast, right? So, but they chose to be here, and I'm indebted to these guys for that. Okay, transfers we brought in. We had a certain approach we wanted to look at when we brought in transfers. Right, we wanted to sign guys as transfers to fill gaps and holes that had proven production at other colleges. We didn't want to bring guys in that had been sitting on the bench, and we wanted guys that had production at other places that to fill holes. We brought in the Ivy League Offensive Player of the Year, Malachi Holsey, running back. The Southern Conference Defensive Player of the Year, defensive end Braden Manley.